Like brains, trust is a spectrum. Welcome to the weekly Mind Sweep, number 138, What's on My Mind. It's fascinating to explore the far-reaching spectrum of trust. When you wholeheartedly trust another human, you feel authentically free to be yourself around them. Culture today would describe this experience as being seen. You're calm, present, thoughtful, and mindful. Your nervous system settles into a calm so profound it's like cradling a puppy and feeling its heartbeat sync with yours. You gaze into the sky and notice a rainbow arching overhead as the songbirds sing, and you exhale in a place of contentment. In that moment, you feel safe. That is trust. On the opposite end of trust and safety lies a place where it feels impossible to breathe. You feel like you're walking on eggshells, terrified to take the next step because your brain can't predict how the other person may react if you do. Your nervous system is in a constant state of fight or flight, creating a relentless cycle of anxiety, rumination, and fear. This state clouds your mind, affecting personal and professional decisions and choices, as well as your physical well-being. Like brains, trust is a spectrum. This month, we've learned that it takes time for our brains to reach a puppies in rainbow state of being, and mere seconds to be in a state of holding our breath. Trust also plays a critical role in our business relationships. As like-hearted entrepreneurs, we intend to be a safe space for our customers to be supported and get what they need to succeed in their lives and businesses. Trust takes time, but the business world is fast. In today's fast-paced society, the time available for building relationships has shortened, but our biology still needs to catch up. Our brains and bodies still need more time than the modern selling cycle often allows. This leaves us searching for innovative ways to make a significant impact and build trust with our ideal clients. As we discussed in week 136, consumers are becoming increasingly savvy. They're fed up with corporate nonsense and eager to return to a time when they know exactly where their products and services come from. We buy from those we like, know, and trust. Trust is both rare and valuable commodity. While it's true trust can take time to build, there are strategies entrepreneurs can use to accelerate this process without compromising authenticity. I'm going to share 4 of them with you. Number 1, consistent communication. Regular and transparent communication. Keep clients updated on progress, address challenges, and share information. Open communication shows reliability and builds confidence. For example, as a small business owner, you send out weekly updates, even when there's nothing significant to report. This consistency ensures that clients are always in the loop, which fosters trust. Number 2, keep your word. Nothing breaks trust faster than not keeping your promises. On the flip side, consistently following through, even on the little things, builds a strong foundation of trust. For example, if you promise to deliver a product or service by a specific date, ensure you hit that deadline. And if something unexpected comes up, let your client know as soon as possible and offer a solution. They'll appreciate your honesty and your effort to deliver on promises. Number 3, creating a transparent business culture. Transparency in business operations, pricing, and policies can greatly enhance trust. When customers know there's nothing hidden, they're more likely to believe in your intentions and your integrity. For example, explaining why you're raising your prices or being honest about challenges in a project can help clients feel more included and appreciated. Transparency turns your relationship into a partnership, not just a transaction. And number 4, empathy and understanding. Show that you genuinely care about your client's needs and concerns. When a client feels understood and valued, their trust in you deepens. For example, listening to a client's worries and addressing them directly, rather than dismissing or downplaying them, demonstrates empathy. This not only helps in solving the immediate issue, but also strengthens the long-term relationship. But what if you're born with it? If you naturally trust first and tend to hold on to that trust too long, sometimes until it leads to resentment, it's important to recognize this pattern and take steps to protect yourself and your relationships. Here's what you can do. Number 1, boundaries up front. While it's great to trust easily, setting clear boundaries up front can help you maintain harmony. When you clearly define your expectations and set your limits, personally and professionally, You prevent others from taking advantage of your kindness and trust. Practice the power of the pause. Before fully investing your trust in someone, take a moment to assess the situation. Reflect on the past experiences where trust led to resentment and consider whether there are any red flags or patterns you've noticed. Give yourself time to observe the other person's actions before diving in. Self-trust. Trust your instincts. If something feels off, don't ignore it. Often, your intuition picks up on the subtle cues that your conscious mind might overlook. If you feel uneasy, it's worth paying attention and reassessing your level of trust. And adjust trust gradually. Instead of giving complete trust right away, consider giving it in increments. As people show themselves to be reliable, you can gradually increase your level of trust. This way, you're protecting yourself while still being open to building meaningful connections. As like-hearted entrepreneurs, we're not just in the business of transactions. We're in the business of building meaningful relationships. Wherever you see yourself on the trust spectrum, as an entrepreneur, you'll likely interact with people who are at different points on that spectrum. Consider how you can create a bridge to meet at the place of trust. Trust is essential for relationships, and it's built one interaction at a time. Remember, in a world that's tired of being sold to, your authenticity, like-heartedness, and commitment to building trust are your greatest assets. My question for you this week depends on your end of the spectrum that you find yourself in trust. So, number 1, how do you build trust effectively and quickly without sacrificing authenticity? And number 2, what boundaries can you implement in personal or professional relationships to increase trust without coming across as rigid or unapproachable? Reply and share them with me.